Message to my YouTube friends. On my YouTube channel, I had 5 videos focused on Revelation chapter 13 verse 6, Rapture. After giving some thought, I have decided to remove all 5 videos because unfortunately they did not come out well. Too much back noise from dogs barking, doors opening and closing, airplanes flying overhead. Unfortunately, I live in a very noisy neighborhood. Other than this, there were other major problems. From the picture quality, which was not good at all, my chalkboards were not very visible, camera too close to the chalkboard or too far, the writing seen and not seen. The videos were too long, over 30 minutes, unfinished in the topic that I was explaining. They were not complete and even repetitive. Now, since the topic is very important and concerns all of us, I have to make these videos in the best possible conditions. The original project remains of 6 videos on Revelation chapter 13 verse 6 Rapture. Unlike my previous videos, they will be short videos of about no more than 20 minutes long. I would like to make myself clear. I am not remaking these videos because of the mistakes found in my interpretation of Revelation chapter 13 verse 6, Rapture. I have decided to remake them because the video quality was bad and the conditions by which I was making videos were not the ideal conditions. I would like to apologize to all my viewers for this slight delay, but the topic, as I already said, is very important and must be published in a simple, understandable manner. Revelation chapter 13 verse 6 Rapture is a mysterious rapture, but unlike what others have published, I believe that I have made a major breakthrough in the full understanding of the later part of this verse. And the later part of this verse I'm referring to is this part here. And them that dwell in heaven, in Revelation chapter 13, King James Bible. The final 6 words, which speaks of an event by which, by close examination, looks very much as a rapture, and can only be interpreted as a rapture, sometime before the beast rises as ruler of the nations in Revelation chapter 13 verse 1. I cannot guarantee that these videos will be with absolutely no back noise. Revelation chapter 13 verse 6 is a minor verse in rapture studies, and not much documented either. It is a very complex verse, and there is a whole lot going on, especially in the final 6 words of this verse, which could only be interpreted as a rapture event. Otherwise, if not interpreted as a rapture, and this is something I discovered only a week ago, then those final 6 words of Revelation chapter 13 verse 6, being these ones, and them that dwell in heaven, the final 6 words, would literally be enough to annihilate the entire Christian religion, if not interpreted as a rapture. every single doctrine, every belief on an eternal God, heaven, eternity of heaven, eternity of the soul, every single teaching on God and Jesus. It would contradict every single teaching on God from the first page of the book of Genesis to the last page of the book of Revelation. Another reason why I decided to remake these videos. I will explain this part in episode 3, or at the most in episode 4, why those final 6 words of Revelation chapter 13 verse 6, if not interpreted as a rapture, would annihilate the Christian religion in its theology, in every single doctrine. I will try my best to have all 6 videos in about 3 weeks because of this delay. As you can all see, I have on this chalkboard, we have Revelation chapter 13 verse 6 written down in 2 Bibles. On this side we have the New Jerusalem Bible, by which translation comes from the Hebrew and is the best Catholic Bible. Over here on this side we have the King James Bible, by which translation comes from the Greek, and we have Revelation chapter 13 verse 6 under this Bible. The King James Bible, as we know, is the Reformist Bible, the best Bible of the Reformists. Reason why for 2 Bibles? Because I will demonstrate this mysterious rapture in both doctrines, both Catholicism and Reformist. Later on, I will also include the Orthodox Bible, and in doing so I will demonstrate with Bible evidence this mysterious rapture in all 3 doctrines through my understanding of Revelation chapter 13 verse 6. As I have said before in my previous videos, Catholicism does not recognize any rapture before the second coming of Jesus Christ. And this view is shared among many reformists also. But then we have Revelation chapter 13 verse 6, which proves them wrong. And not just that. If those final 6 words of Revelation chapter 13 verse 6 in both Bibles, as I will show later on, even in the Orthodox Bible, are not interpreted as a rapture, or any rapture, then those final 6 words in Revelation chapter 13 verse 6 will literally wipe out Christianity in its theology, in every doctrine. A very dangerous verse that must be examined with caution. Later on, I will also demonstrate that the 7-year wrath of God will last 7 years. And I will give biblical evidence to this. Not just that, I have discovered the evidence under one single word, specifically a verb. Know, everyone, that this is something unique. Some of the information that I will publish has been published before by others. that I do all my research by my understanding of the rapture. None that you will see comes from anyone's research and results. I do my own studies. I do my own research. Some of this material I'm sure has already been published by others. But as you will all know soon, some of it has never been published before. My method of revealing the rapture is not just interpreting verses, but also in the translation of the verse and grammar used. I search through the meaning of nouns, pronouns, adjectives, and verbs in the verse. And through this method, as you will all see, beginning from episode 2, this is episode 1, you will all learn something new from that verse. One last thing. We learn of this mysterious rapture in Revelation chapter 13 verse 6 directly from the mouth of the beast. Another reason why the verse is unique and must be examined with caution. At the same time, though, it is a very dangerous verse. Because like I said, if not interpreted as a rapture, and specifically I'm speaking of a rapture before the second coming of Jesus Christ, and not just before the second coming of Jesus Christ, but even before the rise of the beast in Revelation chapter 13 verse 1 as ruler of the nations. This rapture has already occurred. And like I said, Catholicism does not recognize any rapture before the second coming of Christ. And this belief is shared even among many reformists. But I will prove in Revelation chapter 13 verse 6, by my understanding, that there is a rapture. And not just any rapture. There is only one rapture. There is not a rapture on the second coming of Christ. There is only one rapture, and this rapture through Revelation chapter 13 verse 6 is before the beast rises as ruler of the nations in Revelation chapter 13 verse 1. Revelation chapter 13 verse 1 begins the second half of the 7-year wrath of God. And this wrath, and this rapture has happened sometime before that. Thank you.